Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Nitrostorm here, and I've been pretty into this game recently. This game is called Volzerk. They recently announced their global version, not really global version, but this earlier came out in early January, as you can see from the Steam store. But only recently did they have I guess English support for the game. And so, I was introduced to it by someone on Discord, and I tried it out. And for the last 2 weeks, as you can see, 66.5 hours on record now, albeit it's not accurate because for the most part I've left it on, right? But it's still pretty close, I guess. But yeah, as you can see, it's on Steam. In terms of all reviews, it's mixed. I haven't actually checked the reviews. And then in recent reviews, apparently it's been mostly positive. So, first of all, this game is free to play. It's also available on app stores like Google Play. But I think I heard that there's some sort of semi region specifications here. I think someone from France isn't able to play on Steam, but they're able to play on mobile. So just check and see if you're able to play on Steam or on the phone or both. But yeah, you can link your account across both platforms. Just link your account on Steam and you can log in on mobile or Steam. But in any case, enough of that. So what is this game about? So as you saw from my little intro there, it's kind of like catching your own monsters. You call them momons. We'll just call them momons. And then you can pair them up. That's what they call the catching. And then you can also breed them into new Pokemon. Momons. Sorry, not Pokemon. Momons. So I'll give you a quick example. We go to breed. There's a lot of different things you can do. So you can do friend crossbreeding. So you can only do this 3 times a day. Once per friend. And so this will essentially save you a lot of time when raising your momons, in order to be able to fight stronger enemies. And there's also training on this side where they passively gain EXP for their stats. So first things first, initiation, right? Every time you catch a Momon, there's a random thing about them. So they have this score thing. The higher the number, the stronger they are for their I guess for their type, for their race. So in this case, this guy is +4, is the highest. And then there's others that are lower, +2, and there's also +1, and then nothing, right? And as you can see, each of them, you get different slots here, right? I'm not going to go into it, I'm just introducing the game. But yeah, these slots, if you go to initiation, you can have them inherit skills or traits from your characters. So, for example, we'll take this guy. We'll take this guy. We'll initiate him. Initiate him, and then you click on one of them, and then you can choose one of the available characters that you have, and you can teach them a skill from what they are able to teach. And everyone has their own skills that they can teach, and they call them initiation hearts for this game. So for this example, we're just going to choose this one. We can either get poison accumulation or chill accumulation. From one of the reviews, we'll go check it in a bit. They said it's similar to Monster Hunter stories, which is kind of possible. Through the gameplay, you might see some similarities. But yeah, that's how it works. And then for crossbreeding, obviously you can increase every time you breed. So let's take an example, right? We'll do low individual scores, right? So we'll use this Logia Bolt Coco with this guy, with her Flame Bofi. Crossbreed. Okay, we already know what it's gonna become, so we'll skip that. Let's try this guy. Okay, let's do this guy then. Okay, never mind. Let's do this one. Okay, there we go. So when you breed different Momons, normally when you first start out, you don't know what you're gonna get. Obviously, you can check resources online to know what you're going to get, but not all the combinations have actually been discovered yet, and so you're definitely going to come at a point where you don't know what you're going to get. like this example. So we're going to be breeding these two just to see what we get, just an example. So these two are Gen 1 because they didn't have a number on the corner. We'll go over that real quick. Okay, so there's the breeding process and then a new egg. So unfortunately, the parents, they disappear after you breed, and then you get someone in return. I mean, a new mon in return. Oh, Logia Aqua Hortense. That's pretty nice, high rarity there. And then what's interesting about that is that when they increase in gen, they also increase the number of slots that they can have, which they inherit from their parents. And if I do switch here, non-inherited is this, and these are what they inherited. You can use Awakening to re-roll the slots that it inherited, so you can bring all your S slots up here, S obviously being the best, D being the worst. And as you can see now, it's a second gen, right? As you can see, there's a number 2 now. These guys have that have no number, they're Gen 1s, then Gen 2, 4, and then it goes all the way up to 5, which obviously you cannot breed, right? Because that's the end goal. And there's many different combinations and stuff like that. So you could say it's a collector as well, because you do have your own Pokedex. Monsterpedia, right? Monsterpedia for your Momons and Minimons. But I'm not gonna show too much, and I want you to explore the game for yourself. There's obviously a different game modes, story modes, right? If you go to quest, different story modes, right? All the way from chapter 1 all the way to chapter 10. Character quest, and there's Monster Statue Cup. I think this is like the current online thing for now. You essentially just beat the boss as fast as you can, and you get put into rankings. I did pretty badly. I'll try again next time. Later on. But yeah, so I did mention, right, that this game is free to play, and then from the reviews, there you go, from Razzle Dazzle, right? Well, only 3.5 hours on record, but it should be okay, right? And then there's another one here, reminds me of Monster Hunter Stories, so it should be good. As you can see here, what he says, what they said, apologies. Fun little free-to-play Monster Hunter Stories clone. As of the end of February, there's an English option, as you can see. So the previous reviews are saying the language options are a little misleading. And then initially released on Steam with only Japanese support, and which I've mentioned, they've recently added an English language option, where the translation is actually pretty good. So, I haven't had any complaints myself in terms of that. And then the monetization, which I haven't mentioned yet, is not Gacha style. It's basically like a full game, but you have to buy the riders that you want. So that's the only difference between Monster Hunter Stories and Volzerk. In Monster Hunter Stories, you have to essentially buy to access the game, whereas in Volzerk, you have the game, but you need to buy to access the characters. Now, don't worry, fortunately, we get to choose one of these characters for free after you finish the tutorial. In my case, I chose this one because neutral element and stuff. I took a look at all of their stuff. I picked her because I did like the passives as well, but it is pretty try-hard, right? This one here, remaining HP above 80%, right? So, there's that. There's also one thing, as you can see, each 4-star has 3, well, all 4 stars have 3 different S rank passives. And obviously when you initiate, which I've shown you earlier in this video, when you initiate a Momon, there's a 1 in 3 chance to get one of these 3, right? And so if you don't like some of the passives, then obviously you're going to have to pray that you get the one that you want. Otherwise, if you don't get the right one, then you'd essentially have to scrap that Momon that you initiated if you don't want it, in order to get another one. Like, you have to pair another one of the same type that you just caught, and then hopefully the next initiation is the one that you need. But this is more so try-hard talk for, end game stuff. But in any case, you have to buy the rest of the 4 stars after you pick one for free, but there are packages that you can use, and you can also buy 3 stars as well. There's also free-to-play options, obviously, but they're obviously not as good as the paid options, but it is what it is. You can make do with just one 4-star like I have, right? here's an example of what you could end up with, right, with the Gen 5. As you can see, this is what I ended up with for now. As you can see, I've, quote-unquote banged out the game. We'll press this one. So this is the one that I raised my first 5th gen. I actually got pretty lucky because I got this relatively early. Unfortunately, however, I have to make a new one because this one's, relatively weak. But as you can see, I try-harded it, and every single option, as you can see, all 12 slots are the exact same passive, right? Which is pretty nice. It's possible to do, right? And so once you start the game, you'll know exactly how to do something like this. It'll just take either a long time or a short amount of time with good RNG. Now, that's pretty much all I could say in terms of introducing the game. I think this video has been going on for quite a while now. Hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay at the start. One last thing, obviously, as you progress through the game, you'll be unlocking Expedition, where you essentially go into area, right? For example, daytime or nighttime. We'll go into daytime for this one. And it's also hard mode as well, obviously. You'll find that out after you play the game. But yeah, in this kind of game mode in Expedition, it's kind of like Monster Hunter, where you essentially just explore the map that you enter, and you can essentially stay there forever, farming anything you want from within there, if you have what you're looking for in here. So you can see, so the first thing you saw in this video is a stage gameplay. And now is essentially the map expedition gameplay. So you can just explore, run around on this map. So this is the full map for this area, right? And then you can just go around, picking up the green stuff here or some materials. This is the first map, by the way. And there's some, big monsters, momons that you can fight. And then there's a chance that they either disappear like that, right? Which is very unfortunate. Or you can get a pair chance right after you defeat them. Hopefully, there you go, pairing chance, and then pairing. So I'm currently using the controller, by the way, to play, but you can play on mouse and keyboard. I just prefer to play on the controller because it's more comfortable in terms of playstyle. And then one last thing before we end up the video is this bit. You can find ruins, which you can. It's essentially like another instance dungeon where you can get extra stuff or different moments. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. Let's go back to the Steam page before we go. So yeah, it's free to play, right? And also the story is pretty nice, right? You can give it a read. It's pretty cool. So yeah, this is the game that I've been, pretty into recently. And yeah, if you'd like to give it a try, go for it. It is free to play. You can choose 1 4-star for free. I haven't had the urge at all to pay. And so, there's that. There's no harm in trying, right? But yeah, if you guys, let me know what you guys think below about this game if you have or haven't played it. In any case, it's been your boy Nitrostorm. I'll see you guys in the next stream or video. Peace.